Okay, so direct variation word problems is the exact same thing as setting up proportion, same thing we did yesterday. So what it's going to be is same steps. You're going to label your variables and units. You're going to set up your proportion, multiply, and divide. Remember, on a word problem, I want you to go straight to the question, which is right here. And don't read the actual problem. Please just look for your first number. Your first number is 408 centimeters. Now, you are going to label your units. Again, that is step 1. So I'm going to put cm for centimeters. Then it says, what is the time in seconds? So that's our second unit. So I'm going to put SEC. Okay. Now I'm going to match it up. 408 is centimeters, so that's going to come right here. Again, the biggest and most important thing is make sure your units are matching up centimeters to centimeters. And then you're going to make sure that your seconds match for everything else. I don't know what my seconds is, so I'm going to put in S. You can put in X if you want, but I'm just going to keep the same letters so I don't get confused. Now I'm going to go to the other part of the problem. Do not read the problem. I just need you to look for numbers. So your very first number that you see is going to be 264 centimeters. So 264 centimeters is going to go in your numerator because that is centimeters to centimeters right here. Then the next thing you're going to see, the next number you're going to see is 11 seconds. So then 11 is going to go right here in seconds, and that's going to be right here. So you notice all of my colors match. Okay, so step 1 was label your units. Step 2, set up your proportion. So step 1 is done, step 2 is done, step 3 is going to be to multiply. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply S times 264. So step 3, 264 times S is just 264S. Then you're going to do the same thing, 408 times 11. So you have 408 times 11 is 4,488. So now I'm going to go ahead and set this up. 264S is equal to 4,488. Now, that was step 3. Step 4 is going to be to divide. The reason we're dividing is because anytime you have a number in front of your variable, that means you are multiplying. Well, when we're trying to isolate our variables or get the variable by itself, we do the inverse. Inverse of multiplication is division. 264, we're going to divide it. I did not touch S, so I'm going to go ahead and bring that down. And so when you take 4,488 divided by 264, you get 17. And that's it. Notice I did not read the entire problem. I didn't even need any of this. It's there to distract you, okay? Let's do one more. So I'm going to go straight to the question, which is where my question mark is, okay? So again, do not read the whole thing. Look for the first number. First number I see is 1.5 amps. So I'm going to put amps. And I'm going to put 1.5 with it because I already know that matches, okay? Then I'm going to go to my question. It says, how many volts? So that's what I'm looking for. That's my other unit, is my volts. So volts. And since I don't know what it is, I'm just going to put a V. Again, you can put any variable you want, but I'm putting V to just keep it simple so I don't get confused. Step 1 was label your units. Step 2 is going to be to set up the proportion. So do not read the whole problem. I just need you to find the numbers. So your first number you see is going to be 12 amps. So that's going to be the same color as amps. So 12 is going to go in our numerator because, again, that's the same color. The last one is going to be volts. Okay, and that's going to be right here, 480 volts. 480 right here. And again, all my colors match. That's the most important. If they do not match, you're going to get the wrong answer. So step 3 is going to be to multiply. So step 3, I'm going to take 12 times V, which is 12V. And I'm going to take 1.5 times 480, which is, I should have done it in a different color, sorry. So I'm going to take 5 times 480, which gives me 720. So I'm going to go ahead and do 12v equals to 720. So now I'm on step 4, which is to divide. Again, the reason we're dividing is because we're trying to isolate the variable. So the inverse of multiplication is division. And what I do to one side of the equal sign, I'm going to do to the other. I didn't touch my v. So now I'm just going to divide 720 by 12, which gives me 60. And that's it.